All right, man. You ever drive by and you see somebody standing in a field and you do one of these? Even if it's not your permission, you do one of these, you go. All the time I do it, man. All the time. Like, what's he doing in there? What's he doing? Like, I'm the mayor of the town. What's he doing in there? Come on, really? Who does that? All right. Hey, everybody. Pop Can Dan. Okay, so here's the deal, man. I'm back at this field. I got an 1821 Liberty Head American large cent out of this field. Evan got a 1850 Dragon Slayer out of this field. Now, the reason I'm suddenly running back to this field today is my farmer buddy. I drive by. I don't know if you guys do this. I always drive by. I'm always on alert. I'm always looking in the fields that are my permissions when I drive by, making sure no one else is messing around. And I started to drive by some of the fields that were my permissions, and I noticed, they've been kind of churned, and he's prepping to start seeding them, like planting stuff. So I was like, so the one field I still, where I got the stuff is still not done yet, as you can tell. So I panicked and I got over here as fast as I can. Want to make sure I get before the getting's good, because it'll probably be, November or something by the time I get back in this field, by the time they pull all the stuff out. So hey, I got to get in here, get around. Let's have a look. We're over in the hot spot near. There's a house just on the other side there that's still standing from 1826. That's not our property to go on, but we go around in the field surrounding it, and that's where we found the coins. But I wanted to stretch out a little further. There was a barn over here. It's on the map. We want to stretch out. I want to stretch out a little further and see if I can get something over near there. And we'll see what we get. All right. So hang tight, man. Here we go. Okay, didn't get very far, and this is not even a signal. This was a surface find. I'm like, what is this? Check this out. Yeah, it looked like a big piece of glass, and then it was right here in the hole, and it was kind of half exposed, and I kicked it out, and I'm like, what the heck is this? You know what this looks like? It looks like a glass doorknob that's broken there. What's the Indiana Jones movie? Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is a Kingdom of the Crystal Doorknobs. How cool is that? Crazy stuff, man. Like, look at it. It's I can see through it. I don't know. It looks like I can see some kind of. This is a doorknob. This is a doorknob. I can see there's. On this side here, there's something that was kind of a solid piece that was the handle, or not the handle, but the piece that went into the door. This is insane. This is glass. It's a glass doorknob. Surface find. Crazy. Okay, yeah, I was just walking along, and it got a little quiet for a bit, and then all of a sudden I got this bing, 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 23 on the Knox, 2 inches down. Look at this. This is an old broken shovel. Wow. The treasure hunters before me. Oh, my freaking neck. Ugh. I'm old, man. I'm old as dirt. So I was going back and forth, north to south through this field. And I started way on the other side where I thought the barn was, like right ahead of me here. I was way over there going back and forth, thinking I'm going to grid right through it. A lot of silence, man, until I got to where I do think the barn is, probably literally 7,500 feet ahead of me here. And I got a great signal, man. I don't even remember what it was on the Knox. It was just clean. I didn't even look at clean. I was like, yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. 2 inches though, and in a farmer's field, 2 inches can be fine, because they turn over stuff all the time. What could have been 8 inches is now 2 inches. You never know. And I flipped it over, and I thought it was just a piece of like a strap or something, or I'm like, but it sounded really good. And I flipped it over. I was about to put it in my bag, and I flipped it over. I looked, and I saw writing on the side. I'm like, oh. Check this out, man. This is cool. Yeah, I think just probably about 100 feet ahead of me, straight up here, that's where the barn was. And as I was coming up this way, I got, like I said, a great signal. Look at this. Check this out. Get it in the shade. So there we go. LLAND. So could it be like Holland, Welland? I don't know what it is though. It's intricate. It's like some kind of small sign. But it's old. It's out here in the middle of the field. And it's like patinaed. What a sweet little find that is, man. So I talked to the lady who owns the house over there that borders this field. This is my permission, but her house is a separate piece of property. But her family ancestors used to own this land, and I talked to her, and I eventually I want to ask her for a permission on her lawn. Her house is 1826, never been detected. I think her husband just recently passed, so I didn't want to be that guy, hey, sorry for your loss, can I detect your lawn? I'm not that kind of guy. I'm compassionate, some of you may not think so, but I really am. But she did talk to me, and she said, if you find anything that might have a family name, show me your family name, the people that used to own this land. And I told her, yeah, if I find any cool little trinkets and stuff, I'm going to pass them along to her. But definitely this, I'm going to pass to her, and I'm going to ask her if this is any significance to her family. There you go. Pretty neat. Whew, all right. I can't really... The house is right behind me. I don't want to show... Out of respect for them, I'm not showing their house. But right here, man, like I've got... Oh, it was a great signal. 23, solid. We've been over this a few times. I don't know how we missed this signal. Check this out. Yeah, it was right down there in the hole. Was 6 inches? Oh, yes. Buckles End. Buckles End. I don't think I'll find a spoon here, but hey, you never know. Hey, look at that. Sweet little buckle. Sweet, baby, sweet. All right, got a great signal down here. It was deep, man. Hand forged. Look at this hand forged hinge. That is sweet, man. That's old too. You could just tell it like it's hand forged the way it's just the way it's put together. Beautiful, man. Nice little find. All right, man. I was coming back. This is pretty much my last turn. I'm coming up. I'm going to cross the road, going to the other field where my car is over there, and I'm done. But I just got a screaming 16, 4 inches down. Beautiful signal, man. Beautiful signal. I popped it up, and I know it's not a coin because coins don't read in at 16, but it's round. It's the size of a copper, but it looks more like could be a button, maybe a rosette. I don't know, but it's pretty big. Look at this. Yeah, just coming up towards the road, and I got that signal right here, man. Right in the hole. Look at this. I don't know what it is. It looks a little hollow on the inside, but it's green, patinaed. Ooh, yeah. Let me clean that up, man. Let's have a look. Yeah, baby. This is turning my crank, baby. I don't know what this is, man, but it's got design on it. It's got 2 holes up at the top. Now I don't know if that's a bullet hole through the middle, if there's somebody shot that, but it's got design on it, man. I gotta look this closer at home. It's I don't know. I just don't know. But there's something to it, man. There's design on it. All right, when I make the video, I will let you guys know what this is. I'll put it in it when I make this video, but this is something cool, man. Something cool. Just not sure what it is. All right, there goes my buddy Terry, farmer. That's the thing. He's starting to do he's starting to clean up the fields here. So he's prepping to plant. And I'm like, so I know my time is limited. There's only a few fields left. My car's right over there. I was walking back to my car and I got a nice stunner of a signal 4 inches down. Couldn't say no. Weapons of mass destruction. There we go. All right, hey everybody, Popcan Dan. I am wrapping up my video and the funniest thing just happened, all right? The car pulls in and I'm like, uh-oh, the cops are here. And I'm like, oh, who's this? And this young lady gets out. Young lady, there you go. She gets out of the car and she goes, do you metal detect? And I'm like, oh boy, now maybe I'm in trouble. Or maybe she lost a ring, I don't know. It turns out that Gail, my buddy now, Gail, she goes, I metal detect as well. And I'm like, what? And she and she literally, go, can you grab that? What? This is the funniest thing. And she opens up her trunk and she's got a metal detector in her trunk and a sand scoop, and she's got a Garrett pinpointer. Oh my gosh, Gail.
For Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day, Gail is ready to roll here, man. Like, that was the funniest thing. So I just talked to Gail about detectors and things like that. And one thing, folks, you always got to put in your time and talk to people when they're at, when they ask questions, stuff about the hobby. That's part of the code of ethics. So there you go. So I'm going to wrap it up. You saw what I found in the video. Gail, I told her to watch my video. She said, no way, I'm not watching this junk. But
I am so.
But hey, one more person in the hobby. Now Gail said she used to detect many years ago. Well, no, not too many, because you're still young.
Well, yeah. Well, we won't count those.
Okay. So hey, man, she took a small break from the hobby and she's back into it. How cool is that? So I hope to see Gail out there at some point. I told her where to go online to go join some clubs and stuff, kind of get, intermingle with everybody out there as well, and get into the community, as we'll say. So anyways, Popcan Dan signing off. Fill in your holes. I was just talking to Gail about filling in the holes and replacing plugs in parks and in fields and why it's so important. I didn't even say it. She said, I take my trash with me. Oh my gosh, folks, I say that in every video. You take your trash, and the one thing, you gotta have your permission. I have permission to be in this field. I thought Gail was going to give me the old heave-ho out of there, but no, she just wants to stop, say hi. So on behalf of Gail and myself, Popcan Dan signing off. Everyone have a good one.
Have a good one.